Welcome to the Help in Daily Living podcast, the podcast where we help you navigate your days with grace. It's all about giving you practical tips to equip you for success in this life and the life to come. The episodes are biblically based with real life experiences. We challenge you to join us on this journey as we uncover the keys to unlock a successful, Christ-centered life. Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in to the Help in Daily Living podcast, where we will once again explore strategies from the Bible to help us through our daily challenges. There are some spaces in the professional world of work that may be considered hard to get into, or Ivy League colleges that are near impossible for the average person to get admitted, or maybe a particular sporting team where only a certain class are drafted in. And culturally, when we see persons in these arenas or someone we're acquainted with gets into the arena, you hear the whispers of, I'm sure that person had connections. And so we exist in a culture, a space where we begin to depend on not who you know, but who knows you. We think that the only way to get a good job, to enter a good school, to succeed in this life, we need to depend on someone to open a door for us, which in some cases comes with strings attached, which on the flip side can lead down a very dangerous path. But wouldn't it be a wonderful experience to maintain your integrity on the journey to attaining your goals? Well, for the three Hebrew boys, their goal at the time of King Nebuchadnezzar's decree to bow down to his statue or be thrown into the fiery furnace was to obey God. It was easy for them to bow down to the statue in exchange for their lives, but they chose instead to trust even their very life to God, and God sure showed up. He saved them from the burning fire, which testified to the entire kingdom of God's matchless power. Queen Esther, in her quest to save her people, went into the king's palace unannounced, unsummoned. Traditionally, if the king did not send for someone and they appeared before him, if he did not hold out his scepter to them, they were to be killed. But as Esther went into the king, she did not go alone. She had spoken to the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. She walked into the palace with the backing of the host of heaven. Not only was Esther's life spared, but that of her people. The three Hebrew boys and Esther have one thing in common. They were hooked up from heaven. They relied on the power of God and not the connections of earth. They knew that if God was for them, no one could be against them. They trusted in God. In this life, we will always be faced with two pronged situations that call for us to either trust in man or trust in the authority of God. Satan's plan is to get us so distracted looking to man and the finite things that they can do for us that we lose focus on the great blessings that God has for us and the miracles that He works on our behalf daily. Let's take our eyes off of man and put our entire trust in God. This has been the Help in Daily Living podcast. Join us next time as we share another nugget to help you navigate your days with grace.